Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to show you the top 5 best smartwatches for kids of 2023. Through extensive research and testing, I have put together a list of options that will meet the needs of different types of buyers. For more information, I have included links in the description box down below. We considered design, features, apps, battery life, weight, carrier networks, range, monthly fees, and overall value to come up with this list of the best smartwatches for kids. Number 5. Explorer X5 Play. The Explorer X5 Play is chock full of fun features, but the standout is the GPS and activity tracking it offers. While the X5 Play can make texts and calls, take photos, track fitness, and provide fun diversions, the GPS function will put many grown-ups' minds at ease. Parents can establish safe zones for their kids' school, grandma's house, the soccer practice field, and when the watch detects the child leaving the borders of the safe zone, the parent gets an app notification. We set the borders of my son's school as the safe zone, and as soon as we drove away after pickup, my phone dinged with a notification that he'd left the area. My son loves this watch because it is cool looking and includes various games and activities. The Explorer rewards movement, combining active play and movement with fun games and activities to keep kids off the couch and on their feet. The Explorer X5 uses an Android operating system and has stellar battery life, only needing a charge once every couple of days. According to Explorer, it lasts for 72 standby time or 5 hours of continuous call time. It connects to Wi-Fi, but and this might be big for some folks, it's not compatible with Verizon, US Mobile, or Sprint. Number 4. Fitbit Ace 3 Activity Tracker. This device is fantastic if your kid, like mine, has always begged to wear your Fitbit so they can count their steps. It does not connect to cell service, so don't expect call and text functionality, but it functions great as an activity tracker. As it tracks sleep, steps, and activity, the Fitbit Ace 3 provides a fun platform with an animated clock face. It also encourages kids to earn badges and compete with parent-approved connections and fitness challenges. Best of all, parents and caregivers can see these stats too, so if you're worried that your child isn't getting enough sleep after lights out, it's all right there in the app. By the end of the first day with this watch, my 9-year-old was out running laps around the yard to get his step count up to try to beat my steps for the day. My son wore this Fitbit for 4 days for testing purposes, and the battery only needed to be charged once during that time. The company claims the battery can last 8 days without using the animated face. Now, number 3 on the list is VTech Kidizoom Smartwatch DX3. VTech is a name we know well in this house. From the time they were born, my kids have had VTech stuff, you know, the ones that light up and make tons of noise all in the name of stimulating your baby's brain. Well, despite how you feel about noisy baby toys, VTech makes one great little kid smartwatch. We decided the VTech Kidizoom Smartwatch DX3 was a bit young for my 9-year-old, so I handed the reins over to the 6-year-old, who immediately fell in love. The VTech has a ton of movement games, as well as 2-player games like tic-tac-toe, which kids can play with friends who also have the same model. They can also share preset messages with other paired DX3 watches. The DX3 lets you choose among different watch faces, both digital and analog, to help with learning to tell time. It also has dual cameras, so my little one could take as many adorable 6-year-old selfies as he wants. For testing purposes, he wore it for about 4 days, and the battery held out for 2 before it needed a charge. Recommended age for 12 years. Now number 2 on the list is GizmoWatch Disney Edition. If you use Verizon and are looking for a smartwatch for your kid, the network has its very own line of kids' smartwatches, and they're pretty awesome. The GizmoWatch Disney Edition really checked all our boxes. My son flipped out the very first day because he got to choose if he wanted his avatar to be Grogu or Darth Vader. The dark side won that particular battle, and there are several other Disney favorites to choose from as well. Text and call features, with 10 pre-approved contacts, as well as an SOS emergency call function, are all available on this watch, which parents can control with an app on their phone. The GizmoWatch also has GPS and boundary notifications, but we noticed that the GPS is a little glitchy and not 100% accurate. Like with Explorer, We set up his school as the boundary area, but I didn't get pinged quite as quickly when we left the school grounds. The battery life is pretty standard, a day or two before it needs a boost. Verizon states it lasts for 3 days of standby time and 1.5 days of usage time. Now, the last product on the list is TikTok 4. The look of the TikTok 4 can be described in one word: rugged. It's a chunky watch that feels solid when you hold it, and I was never afraid it would get broken like some of its more delicate competition. My son put this watch through the ringer, and it came away without so much as a scratch. It's waterproof, so it definitely saw the inside of a pool and a couple of rain showers to boot. He loved the design and thought it looked tough. And unlike the other smartwatches we tested, the TikTok charger is a base, so he was able to set it up like a display in his room, which he thought was awesome. Like its competitor brands, the TikTok 4 has voice calling via Wi-Fi or cell network, talk-to-text and preset text messaging capabilities, a good camera, GPS tracking, and a fitness tracker. The watch works with AT&T and Verizon services, but if you don't want to muck around adding another line to your cell plan for your kid's smartwatch, then TikTok 4 is definitely one to consider. I hope you liked the video. See you guys next time. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe.